Hi, everybody, and welcome to the premiere of Access Granted. We are winging it here, as you can already tell. I'm no pro, but I'm happy to be here with all of you and just see what happens with this show. It's literally been an idea for 2 weeks, and here we are. And I have to thank officially, unofficially, and Anna Gill and Fulgens for putting this together, and Ashley Corsiniti for the marketing piece of it, and Kelly and Jill back in the men's basketball office watching all of it unfold and helping out as well. So it is a group effort. Here I am in front of the camera somehow. Not sure how all of this happens, but we're going for it, and thank you so much. You know, Jim and I started this foundation in 2010. It was a dream for a few years. We finally launched it. Here we are in 2022, $8 million later that we have given out in the form of 700 grants to 300 unique organizations. We are pinching ourselves, really, that is even possible, for way beyond any dream we had, and just speaks volumes about the support of this community, also about the need within our community. So we're here in this show really to highlight some of the grants and the organizations that have received them, just to highlight what this community has. So many we never knew about until starting this foundation. The requests that come to us through the grants really has been eye-opening, the gems that we have in this community. And I've invited a couple representatives today to come and share with you what their organizations do. I'm so excited about that. It is Giving Tuesday, so we thought this would be the perfect day to launch this show as well, in hopes that we can inspire you to give in whatever form that is. It doesn't have to be money. It can be, you know, just going out in your day, smiling, helping others, looking for ways to lend a hand, just loving people. So, you know, we hope that this will inspire you to do that, or to give to our foundation, to give to one of these organizations here today, or the many others that are listed on our foundation website, or just the ones that are in your heart. So with no further ado, we have a contest that I'm going to plug as well. So we're bribing you to watch as well. We have a contest. When you do donate, you'll be entered for a chance to win 2 tickets that are really good right in front of me to the Cornell SU game on December 17th. The winner will be randomly selected and notified by email no later than tomorrow, the 30th at 5 p.m. So that's a little encouragement to donate, and stay tuned. So thank you so much. Should be a great game. Cornell, you know, our storyline there with Jimmy going to Cornell and playing there. So that's a special game for us. A side note, the winner must be 19 or older to claim the ticket, and if the prize is not claimed in 48 hours, a new winner will be chosen. But again, 2 very good seats to a really fun historical game now for us, Syracuse versus Cornell. So thank you in advance. So if you don't know about our foundation, we support kids in our community as well as the fight against cancer. All of the dollars donated stay right here in our community, in the Central New York community. We're really proud of that. We think that's so important, as our need here is so great. So that, and when I have a friend here, Bean, this is our rescue dog that Santa brought, Christmas 2020. You'll see him in and out of the show. We named him Bean after Kobe, Bean Bryant. He has really been a lifesaver for us. Let me tell you, we've all suffered mentally from everything we've been through the last few years. That includes all of the Boeheims. And Bean has been a real saving grace for us. So we found him on Taft Road at the Humane Society, and just a real gift from God for us. So thanks, Bean. So with no further ado, I want to introduce my first guest on this show, Kate Houck from David's Refuge. Kate is the Chief Energy Officer there, and so perfectly placed. I know you do a wonderful job. November is National Caregiver Month, so I know you've been doing a lot of media, social media, interviews, and everything else. So thank you for making time for us today.
Oh my gosh.
We're thrilled to have you.
Thanks for having me, and hi, Bee.
So David's Refuge has been going on. Tell us a little bit about it. I know a little bit about it, but I want to hear, you tell us. I know 2012 is at the beginning, 10 years.
It's been an amazing ride, and one that you have been a part of since the very beginning. Julie, you and Jim and the foundation. It's just such an honor to be sitting here with you today, and during our 10-year anniversary year. It's so appropriate. So,
well, we're thrilled, and you know what? We were so thrilled to be asked to participate, to donate. We were the very first organization to give in a way that is a leap of faith, although we know the founders, Brenda and Warren Fowle, and we actually know David, who this organization is named after. We went to Eastern Hills Bible Church, where Warren was the associate pastor, and David was there. We watched David as a thriving young boy, and then eventually he had a debilitating illness that ended up taking his life. We watched the progression of that illness. We watched the pain of that illness and the heartache and the end of losing David. And then you watch Brenda and Warren, his parents, turn around in their pain and start David's Refuge out of their home. It is an incredible story, heartwarming and successful and healing. So fast forward, lots have changed. Lots has changed.
And for those of you who don't know all about David's Refuge, Julie just summed it up so beautifully, is that Warren and Brenda Fowle took something extremely broken, the loss of a child, the journey of going from being a mom or a dad to becoming, on top of being a mom and a dad, a full-time unpaid family caregiver to your child. And this is day in and day out. It's a thankless job. And so after they had endured that journey and loved David and their other two boys for 13 years of caregiving, they decided to convert a wing of their home into a 5-star bed and breakfast on their own dime and just started welcoming parents in. So if you start there, what happened is 43 couples, Julie, 43 came in that first year.
Amazing.
And Warren and Brenda cooked for them. They sent them out to dinner. They wanted to give them this beautiful overnight respite. And they then realized after that first year that they couldn't do it alone.
Yeah.
And what I feel about the Jim and Juli Boeheim Foundation and so many others in this community who give is that you are the catalyst for major change. You chose to step in after that first year when they weren't even a nonprofit yet, when they went out on a limb and they trusted in God and they said, we're going to serve. After that first year is when they did all the paperwork and became a 501c3, and that's when you stepped in. And now 10 years later, we're serving thousands of caregivers here in Central New York and beyond. We're providing mental health counseling. We're serving them. We're providing respite reimbursement through your foundation to help the parents be able to pay for someone to watch their child. There's just so many things, and it really did start because of people like you.
Well, the growth is spectacular, really, and you have to believe in what you're doing when that happens to this level. And now you've even branched out outside of our community. It's terrific. It really is. So you have accomplished probably, that we set goals out, but and even for this foundation we did, you've exceeded them, but there's still goals that will keep coming and needs that will keep coming. And,
That's right.
I do think that being a parent isn't easy. It doesn't matter, period. But when you're a parent of a child with special needs, it is very difficult. And I think we often think about the child and we don't think about the caregiver.
That's right.
And, you talked about burnout signs and symptoms, and I think we've all reached that. But when you reach that and you need refueling, that's the crisis. Do we ask for help?
That's right.
Who do we ask for help? How do we get the help?
And many times as parents, don't you all feel it? You feel guilty. You feel like the last thing you should do is put yourself first.
Yeah.
But during this month and all the things we do at David's Refuge, what we're trying to do is remind all of you that that is actually the most necessary thing that you could ever do, is to put yourself first so that you can continue to show up in such a big way for those that you love. So what our services do, we provide this beautiful overnight respite for parents. So we will provide between 400 and 500 of those just this year alone.
Wow.
We will provide community events, because you talked about caregiver burnout. So social isolation is a huge problem for parents and families of children with special needs. And then third is our newest programming, which you're supporting, is our mental health counseling, our wellness programming that includes even counseling services for the typical siblings, the kids in the home, because everyone is impacted when family members are going through this journey.
That's so wonderful. And the mental health awareness that we're all under right now and looking at, and the need for it across the boards. This is no exception to that. Right. Your mantra is self-care isn't selfish, it is necessary, which is, really a different mindset that we all need to own. And I agree with that so much. But what are your thoughts as you've seen things in your work? We see you. I was watching one of your videos, and one of the conferences, and just coming together as a group of parents and caregivers of kids with special needs, and knowing that you're being seen.
That's right.
We see you and we care. Sometimes that's enough.
Yes. I mean, we were talking before about the beauty and ease of just sending someone you love, someone who might be struggling, sending them a note in the mail, or throwing a text out to them just to say, I am thinking of you today. And on a grand scale, these events that we do with all of the caregivers, they bring together this community. So it's a common thread that is going through all of the people who show up to these events. These are events where they know they don't have to explain. They don't have to say, oh, this is my story. These other parents, they just get it. And so it's a fast forward to a quick relationship, and something that we need community to survive and to thrive.
So, we sure do. It's number one. We realize the importance of that, I think, too, after having gone through COVID. So the future, in closing, the future of David's Refuge, what are your big goals? And, you're on this unbelievable, gigantic path, that just keeps getting broader and wider and further, and I couldn't be happier for you guys.
Thank you.
So is there anything, down the road, is there any, not an end goal, because this is just going to be an ongoing goal and growth.
We have huge goals. We cannot at this point keep up with the number of applications that come in. So we realized a 48% growth in applications from last year to this year alone.
Wow.
So our goal as an organization is to become a community that is nationally recognized for empowering these caregivers. So what that means for us is that we can expand our respite programming, these beautiful 2-night stays, to make sure every parent who wants it can have it. We also want to expand these community events that we do, and we want to expand the offerings we're able to do for the mental health counseling and the overall wellness education. I
love that. It's all encompassing. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have any comments or questions for Kate and David's Refuge. Thank you all again for watching. Can you read that?
I can. This is from Reggie Smith, and it says, I talk about what Julie said all the time regarding parents with disabilities. Love what the foundation does to help others. Couldn't agree more, Julie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you so much.
And this one from Daniel Malcolm says, what a great organization. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for all you do. And I'm sure he means the hopefully all of us.
We're all in it together.
That's
for
right.
sure.
And Abigail German says mental health is so important. We couldn't agree more.
It is. I mean, it's unbelievable. So we're supporting that as well. Through our foundation, the grant requests are starting to come in to help with that, and that's way at the top of our list as we just need it. So thank you so much for this, so inspiring. Look at, we should be so proud as a community to have a resource like David's Refuge, all the people that care, loving on this community, and I am really proud of our community. I'm also very grateful for David's Refuge and for Kate Houck. Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you.
That was awesome. So I'm hoping, and I'm thinking that not all of you knew about David's Refuge, but you're going to hear more about it. And I know I saw a wrap dealership, Bill Rapp is donating some of their profits to David's Refuge, and I thank you guys for doing that. It takes all of us, it really does, and unfortunately it takes a lot of money more than ever today to do what we need to do. So let's keep that going. I've got to plug our gala, the 24th annual. I can't believe it. 24 years of this. So amazing. We love this event so much. This year it's April 29th at Turning Stone Resort Casino, and it's so much fun. If you haven't been, you've got to come. About 700 plus guests, a dinner of dinner, dancing, and just so much fun, so much fun. So thank you guys for making that event happen for 24 years, soon to be. Even out of our home during COVID, we had it out of our house, and it kept going. So lots of fun, so much to be grateful for today on this Giving Tuesday. My next guest is Dr. Maria Murray, President and CEO of the Reading League here in Syracuse. I'm so happy to be highlighting all that the Reading League does here in our community. And do I have to call you Dr. Murray? Venus shedding everywhere. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We started funding you in 2017, and then Jim received an award through the National Association of Basketball Coaches, and they wanted those dollars to come to our foundation but be earmarked for literacy.
Yes.
And we were already in with you guys, believing in what you're doing.
Yes.
You weren't in your new space then. I'm jumping the gun but I'm so excited, and we're thrilled to support them, as you can tell. But tell us about the Reading League.
Well, the Reading League's mission, thank you for all of your support, is to advance the awareness, understanding, and use of evidence-aligned reading instruction. Basically, in simple terms, we are knowledge brokers, where we take what the scientific evidence has shown helps to prevent and remediate reading difficulties, and we bring it to the teachers, to the practitioners, the people who want it, who have for so long been sidelined from it, which is another hour or two of discussion. But with a lot of amazing nonprofits that are searching for cures, like for cancer or for Alzheimer's, all these beautiful charities, we're different because we already know the answers to so many of these needs. So we take what's already there and bring it into the classrooms. And now we're even branching out with your help to caregivers and parents too as well.
Yeah, and the need is just growing.
It's growing, especially with COVID.
Yeah. So you're in your new location on, is it still considered new on Wyoming Street?
Sure,
it's
new,
such a beautiful space that you have, and
Yes.
you're right there with Whitney. WCNY is right there.
Our good partners,
Yes.
WCNY. Yes.
Yeah, which leads me into your Reading Buddies
Okay,
show.
is it time to
Well, I'm jumping the gun, but I can't wait. So, the last donation that we made, I believe, went towards.
We have some people joining us here today.
Yeah, some darling kids. So Reading Buddies is a show that launched, and when was that?
Well, season 2 is out now,
Wow.
and you can get it, on YouTube or on WCNY if you're in Central New York. Yeah.
And it's going nationwide. It's in Alabama, which I have some roots.
Long Island,
Yeah.
all kinds of different PBS
Yeah.
stations are picking it up, which is amazing. So we kind of think of this as a homegrown Syracuse project, and we want that we want to be the new Mr. Rogers that Philadelphia had. We want Syracuse to be known for the Reading Buddies.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's already going gangbusters, but
And the goal was during COVID
During
to,
COVID.
help kids continue learning at home.
right, everything changed, in a minute for so many nonprofits, and we were able to continue to do our work virtually with districts and other organizations, but we knew that children were going to be facing a decline. And so with WCNY's partnership, with your partnership, other local foundations, we were able to come quite quickly to and say, let's marry arts and entertainment, COVID, and learning loss, all and marry it all together. And the first year, the first season, we had just Dusty and Dot on the show and Alphabot. But now we were able to, in season 2, actually have these beautiful children actors from Syracuse.
Yeah, that's so
aren't they beautiful?
awesome.
So they're beautiful kids. They're amazing.
And you can fly. You don't
Okay,
have to hold
goodbye,
up that,
kids.
But that is so exciting. Tune in. When
you.
is it aired? Just so people are curious for their
I think it's
kids.
11:30 on WCNY.
Okay.
But all of the episodes are on YouTube for free. So,
great.
teachers can use it. Other kinds of educational professionals, families, caregivers, preschools, and it really does support what schools are already doing in their classrooms and provide that additional practice.
In a fun way. That's so great.
Yes.
And you talk about that being homegrown.
We need you on the show.
But no, you can. Go be a star bean.
Gonna be
But the Reading League is homegrown, right here. So
Right.
this lady started the Reading League. CEO, I didn't even say that, founder and CEO of the Reading League, which is now a national organization. We have so much to be proud of because it started right here in Syracuse.
Right here in Syracuse.
At Maria's dining table.
Yes.
Kitchen table. Great things happen in the kitchen.
Not really in mine, just that one idea.
No good cooking?
Not really.
But you stayed the course. I'm sure it was hard and frustrating. I'm sure there were times when you wanted to give up, and look at you now. And I know the national conference, I got to be a part of that, and how many people were there from all over.
Yeah, we just had it again. 1,000 people came to Syracuse from all over the world.
Yeah, the world.
And
yeah.
I just have to thank you, because when we were at that kitchen table wanting to buy paper and not really understanding the landscape, you helped us to really take the next steps and get our whole mission out there. You helped us with the cause marketing videos that are on YouTube that are still very important to us. We use them every day. And
it's been our pleasure and a blessing and a comfort, because I know our numbers don't look good out there.
no, we have, even in Onondaga County, 62,000 adults who aren't reading at a basic level. We have 2/3 of our children in the country who are reading at basic or lower proficiency. 17% of children or students graduating high school can't read their diploma.
How do they graduate?
My button says reading is a right. I mean, it's a human right to be literate so that you can function in your society. And we are really excited that our mission has propelled people's attention into the fact that if we can help the practitioners, that teach a man to fish adage is true.
Well, it's a fundamental foundation, reading, and I think about people trying to cover that fact up that they can't read, and the embarrassment, the agony,
Thank
the
you.
pain of that on a daily basis. And I also want to think that it's never too late to learn to read.
No, I tutored an adult, and I tutored for 18 years as a little side gig.
Yeah.
So, and that was great, but helping one child at a time when I knew that we could do better.
And finding the outlets for people to go to for help is another huge need in our community. So, I appreciate all you're doing to
Thank
equip
you.
our
We're
schools,
working
to
hard.
equip our children, and it all starts with our children.
Yes.
If we can get them going, then, coming up as adults, we won't have this big
Right.
deficit.
Let's prevent it.
Yeah.
We
So
can
if people want to donate to the Reading League today, what's going on today? What's your big need today?
Well, we want to keep producing Reading Buddies. It's an expensive show to produce, so give it a taste. Look on the YouTube channel for Reading Buddies. Hit subscribe, and that'll help us get in cahoots with some children television networking folks. And so we want to continue this. We want the show to grow and really put Syracuse on the map.
Yeah. Well, I have all the faith in you that will happen.
Thank you.
You're so passionate
Yes.
and wise and gifted, and really,
Keep it
you are
going.
one impressive lady.
Thank
the
you.
Reading League is phenomenal. I mean, so thank you for everything
Thank
that
you.
you've done.
And my nickname was Bean in high school.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Why?
My maiden name is Sabine, so I
how
was Bean.
cute. The two beans. I like it. All right, so we have some comments. Let's see what our viewers are wanting to comment about as far as you can. Oh, Mary Nelson. Okay.
We were just talking about
I
Mary.
got to give a shout out to Mary
Yeah.
Nelson. Now, Mary Nelson is never on the couch, trust me, but she is right now. Unfortunately, yesterday, while she's gathering up all the things that she gathers up to take back to her center, she had a fall and she broke her right ankle and her right.
I hope Mary.
What did I say? Fibia?
Tibia?
No,
Filibia?
fibia. Well, it's in her calf there.
Yeah. I
And,
hope when she's better, she'll come to the Reading League and we can.
Yeah,
we
Mary,
can meet.
speedy recovery, all right? And in the meantime, rest. But she still showed me a picture of a big truckload coming this morning to the center to make donations of turkeys and food and things that they need on a daily basis there. You can't keep Mary Nelson down. So, Mary, thank you for all that
glad
you're
she was
doing.
coming.
Mary's comment, though, there it is. Oh, you're so
Yep,
right.
It's never too late.
Never too late to learn to read.
Nope.
And, so I want to encourage that.
Yes.
For sure today.
Yes, that's a good message.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Maria.
Well, thank you, friend.
You're a
and
doll.
Bean.
The two beans.
The Bean.
All right. Thank you, Maria. So we are winding down here. So just a reminder, you could win the 2 tickets to Syracuse versus Cornell game on December 17th. You just have to donate during this live show right now. And your donation enters you into a drawing for the tickets, and the winner will be randomly selected tomorrow, no later than 3 o'clock. That's about where your seats will be. Really good ones, and I'll be screaming in your ear at that game. The winner must be 19 years or older to claim the ticket, and if the prize isn't claimed in 48 hours, a new winner will be chosen. Just kind of a fun spin here to do today, to keep you guys engaged. Again, Giving Tuesday, I want you to be mindful of that. Today, I saw a couple things written yesterday, I think, while I was reading, and it says and I was really kind of touched by them. We must remember everything we have comes from God. We simply get to steward it. And I think that's so beautiful. And just make sure you're stewarding your blessings and your gifts in the right direction. That doesn't have to be giving to the Boeheim Foundation by any means, or the Reading League, or David's Refuge, but it's about making good on your blessings, and you know what they are. And generosity is more than a gift to others. It's a reflection of your heart. So what is your heart reflecting, not just today on Giving Tuesday, but every day? And don't forget about that gift that we all can give for free. It's a smile, it's a hug, it's a helping hand, kindness, and we are so desperate for it today. So do your part. Let's do our part, and you'll be so blessed in between, as a result. Follow us on our socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, our website, BoeheimFoundation.org. You'll find lots of information there about the charities we support, and ways to get involved in our happenings going on, the news, our mission statement, all of those great things. So, we're learning as we go as well. We can't believe it's been this long. We still have lots to do. We don't do everything right, just like me in this show. I'm learning as I go. We're going to see where this show takes us. Our goal is to air another one December 29th. We'd love to go out in the community between now and the 29th and just capture the toy drives, the holiday initiatives that are going on out there, food drives, toy drives, whatever's going on in our community. We know there's a lot going on out there. Let us know what you're doing. If there's something special going on at your organization, maybe we can come out and highlight it, or you can send us a picture that we can show at our next show, during our next show. that would be great. All right, so we have a few more comments. Let's look at to see, and I don't have my glasses on, but I'm going to try. See what we have here. Oh, Abigail German again. Go Orange. You said it. So we have a big game tonight. I'm trying to forget because I get stressed about that. The guys are on the road. We play at Illinois tonight at 7 o'clock. I know Jim is, in the room doing his pregame stuff that he does, which is a lot of quietness, quiet preparedness. You have a picture of my hubby. I think he'd probably like a little loving right now from his favorite pal, Dean. That's every night here at our house, the two snuggle buddies. So we're thinking about you guys. Go Orange for sure. Go Orange. All right, so I want to bring back my friends just in closing, my two guests. Oh, wait, more comments. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Betsy. Hi, thank you for helping. Oh, Access CNY. Betsy Brown, my BFF. Thank you, Betsy. You're an inspiration. Our #1 fan. She's amazing. Okay, so I do want to bring in my guest just in summary, just to thank you girls so much for your time today, to be here to enlighten our community on all the good that's out there and all that you're doing to help encourage that. And again, if you want to donate to either the Reading League or David's Refuge, I encourage you to do so. You can't go wrong. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. This has been wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and remember, we are so much better together.